Pewaukee Chemicals, 2 service calls, $5,292.72. Metropolitan Plastics, 5 service calls plus parts. $11,444. Etiwanda Rubber. Aha, just off warranty. Ajax Computer, Heartless here. Oh, hello, Mr. Smedley. Yes.
We're in big trouble here, Heartless. Big trouble. It's our computer, the Ajax 1. It's down again, and we got 12 bats.
Down again? Mr. Smedley, what are you doing with that machine? Now, you know the Ajax 1 is a very delicate instrument. Are you keeping it in a dust-free environment?
Yes. Not a speck of dust. But we got 12 bats of glue here, Heartless. 12 bats of glue that have got to be controlled. We got glue all over the boilers.
Oh, dear, yes. All over the boilers. What a pity.
You've got to get over here right away, Heartless.
Well, of course we'll come over and have a look at it. How about 3 weeks from today, huh? I know you have a process to control, but we're very busy here. Now, you'll just have to wait your turn. You sound all wound up, Smedley. Now, why don't you just shut the plant down and take a little time off, like 3 weeks, huh? And I'll see you on the 25th, huh? Or you could fix it yourself, huh? Goodbye, Mr. Smedley.
3 weeks? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be ruined. This is the end of Stickwell. 20 years down the drain. Fix it yourself, he says. Fix it yourself. What does he know? Fix it yourself. Where's that brochure? I know it's here somewhere. This is it. The computer that diagnoses itself.
That's right. It's the 1002. Here at Moore Industries, we've simplified the relationship between man and the computer, or rather between man and this computer, the 1002. If there's ever a problem with the 1002, you won't need to call in the experts. All the diagnostic expertise you need is here, inside the 1002, on programs. And these programs are so easy to use that you can quickly isolate the trouble in the field and replace a defective board. It's easy. The 1002 does the diagnosis, and you do the repair in minutes. Chances are, however, you'll never have an opportunity to use our diagnostic programs, because before the 1002 gets to you, it goes through 5 levels of testing here at the factory. Come along, I'll show you. First, we test the printed circuit board assemblies on this Fairchild 303S in-circuit test system. Using a custom-made diagnostic program, the 303S checks all the components on the board. If there's a problem, the defective component is replaced or repaired. Once we know the components are good, we move on to the second level of testing and find out whether the printed circuit board will actually do what it's designed to do. This is the 1002 bring-up console. We use it, again with specially designed diagnostic programs, to calibrate the boards. We answer the CRT prompts, make necessary adjustments, and the CRT tells us when we've met the accuracy and offset specifications. Now to test the board's functioning, we follow a similar procedure. On the RAM card, for example, over 5 million transistor capacitor memory cells are exercised. The computer accumulates and interprets any failures and displays the failing component on the CRT. Our next step in testing is to exercise the system as a whole to find out whether the boards are communicating with each other and with the terminal and the printer. Using an entirely different diagnostic program, the computer exercises each pair of boards. The analog in and out, the discrete in and out, and the pulse in and out. Fault assemblies are identified by the CRT and subsequently replaced. Next, the 1002 is subjected to an accelerated life test to force infant mortality failures. The entire system is placed in an oven at 50 degrees centigrade for a minimum of 96 hours. These conditions accelerate by 40 times the failure of marginal components. 96 hours in the oven are equivalent to almost 6 months of life under normal conditions. While the 1002 is in the oven, diagnostic routines exercise all the subassemblies and peripheral devices. We'd rather the infant mortality failures occur here at the factory than at your plant. After the burn-in test, the 1002 is given a final acceptance test. The power supply and master DAC are verified. Comprehensive diagnostic routines are run once again. And functions not under computer control are tested by an operator. These routines conclude final acceptance testing, and the 1002 is ready for delivery.
Okay, they do the in-circuit test of the printed circuit boards, calibration and functional testing of the boards, system testing, accelerated life testing, and final acceptance test. Couldn't possibly get a lemon. But Hartless said the Ajax-1 was factory tested. What if the 1002 does fail? I mean, here at Stickwell.
No problem. The final test of the 1002 is, of course, on your process. And should a failure occur there, on-site diagnosis is quite simple. You can quickly isolate the trouble to a single board and easily replace that board in the field. Again, diagnostic programs are the key. These programs, tailored specifically to your needs, are resident on EEPROM integrated circuits, which are accessed through this diagnostic board. Let's take a closer look at this assembly. These indicators can monitor the voltages of all the 1002 power supplies for gross abnormalities, or the voltages can be monitored and measured with a meter at these jacks. The master DAC can be monitored at these jacks. A power fail condition will be sensed, latched, and displayed on this indicator. And the light will stay on until the power fail indicator is reset. These other indicators display the CPU data and address buses. To start the diagnostic sequence, we just insert the diagnostic board. The 1002 asks the questions. You simply respond. In this case, we'll test the discrete in and out boards in slot 4 and 5 first. We enter R for run. Looks like channel 0 of the discrete outboard is suspect. So we'll replace the old board with a new one and run the test again to make sure. Now the system can be returned to its normal configuration and put back to work. Typical time for repair, as little as 5 minutes. Because we've already packed several thousand hours of troubleshooting expertise into the 1002 diagnostic programs. Expertise that's there when you need it.
This is the answer. Mr. Williger, get me more industries. Quick! Yes, Mr. Williger. Please send him right in.
Smedley, I'm disappointed in you. Calling me all the way over here like this? I expected things to be all gummed up around here. But everything seems to be running smoothly. Yes. Our Ajax-1 obviously is doing fine. Better than ever, I'd say.
Things are under control here, Hartless. No doubt about it.
Of course, I'll still have to charge you for a service call.
You don't seem to understand, Hartless. We've replaced your Ajax-1. It's obsolete.
What do you mean obsolete? That's strictly state-of-the-art.
The Moore Industries 1002 is state-of-the-art.
And what, may I ask, is a 1002?
It's the computer that diagnoses itself. And it's what unstuck Stickwell.